Welcome to the Not Superheroes Just Dads podcast. No, we can't fly. No, we can't shoot lasers or pick up giant buildings. But what we can do is help set the foundations for our families, be present for our kids, and combat generational cycles. On this podcast, we dive into everything dad related, from struggles we deal with as fathers to what our favorite thing to barbecue is. Hello, my name is Shawn and LaMarr. I'm joined by Shy's very own LaMarr Drake. What's up, my boy?
My dog, what's the word, bro?
Man, I can't complain, man. I'm loving this weather personally because I like being cold. I don't like being hot. So
Man, yeah, but it ain't like that cold
that's
that
true.
I'm used to. So we
That's
coming
true.
from I'm loving this. I'm loving this weather too. So I ain't trying to be like mess it up or nothing. But I'm grateful for this cold and not that real cold. You know what I'm saying?
Because you deal with that Chicago wind too, right?
Yeah, I ain't dealing with it no more. I did I did growing up, not now. But yeah, it's for real. Hey, so if you my East Coast people and the Midwest people, I'm sorry, we got a little cold front coming through. It's about 40, 50 degrees. It's not in the negatives. It's not in the below zeros or 15s and 20s like you all or snow. But it's cold to us out here. So don't mind us. We
Yeah,
just a little happy. This is a perfect season for us. That's in
yeah.
Texas.
Facts, facts. So what is the coldest, especially for you growing up in Chicago? What's the coldest that you remember? Like, was it ever in the negatives or single
What?
digits?
That's regular, bro. And what's so crazy is you going to school, bro. No, I ain't gonna do it. If it's -0, they'll cancel school sometime.
Okay.
Sometime. But boy, 5 degrees, all that, you going to school, bro.
You
Like
going to
out here, they
school?
what? You going to school, and some people be walking to school, bro. Like I used to walk to school, bro. They ain't
That's
trying to hear none of that. Hey, what you gonna do? You gonna put on some long johns, two pairs of socks, maybe two coats. You know what I'm saying? It be some people, bro. Like no lie, man. It be some people, bro, who just ain't got it. They'll wear three hoodies. They'll put a hoodie on over a hoodie on over another hoodie, bro, and that's their coat right there. So
that's
man, I'm
crazy.
so grateful that we ain't got to go through that, man.
That's true. Dang. Now look, like you said, to the East Coast people, because I know we got some people from New York, Florida, all that. Was it Boston listening as well? Like, y'all probably look at us as babies because I know school get canceled out here if it's like 35.
Man, but I told my wife, so 2 years, I think it may have been 2 years ago now. Like they canceled school for something like 45. And then I was like, I couldn't believe it. But when I thought about it, I was like, these teachers, they ain't grow up like that. So
That's true.
it's cold to them. They ain't trying to go to the school and go put no extra work in. Probably they ain't get compensated like that either to go.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
imagine the teachers that's in the Midwest and the East Coast. And
that's true.
they got to wake up and go through arm and a leg, bro. It'd be all type of. You got black ice, you got the snow, you got other stuff going on. Where it's like it's always, that TV show Always Sunny in Philadelphia type.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
always sunny here, So it ain't no real life problems, man. I was
Mm.
tripping off of that, man. I was like, bro, now everybody got it. Like I told you, I'm reading the book. Me and a couple of the homies, we holding each other accountable, and we reading the book. It called Shift Happens. You know what shift happens really is taken away from happens.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
but the author of the book is Kenneth Locke. Kenneth Locke. He's a minister, so he ain't
Okay.
gonna say happens. So
Yeah.
it do happen, but we changing this to shift. Because all it is you shifting your focus into something else. Like right
Mm,
now, we in the seasons, bro. We here is like how many seasons we get? Three for
probably
real?
three.
Because
Yeah.
four, you're not gonna get a real
Not
winter.
getting
You
not
know.
a real winner. Cause in Cali we get two.
So I say two. Well, you gonna get summer, spring, fall.
We don't really get a fall in Cali,
For
bro.
real, we'll
Nah.
get it. I mean, I think so. I say they got three. We got three in Texas, but
Cause
I
when
mean
I
that's
first came out here, bro, I was tripping how fall was. Like seeing all the how beautiful it was.
yeah, yeah.
I never seen nothing like that. You know what I mean? Like we see the falls like drop and stuff like that, but I'm talking about a real fall, like what I was seeing on those Charlie Brown cartoons back
No
then.
fact.
You
Well,
know what
that
I'm
was your
saying?
shift. That was your
Yeah,
shift right there. That
yeah.
was new to you, bro. Like I've never been until I went to college and was in corporate, bro. I never have not dealt with snow
Mm.
in my life. And then when I finally got out of that snow, I said, I ain't going back. Bro, people be shoveling parking, bro. At the crib, it gets so serious around this time. Like, all right, so we just passed Halloween. So, all right, we got a family group chat. Everybody get to putting their kids' photos in there. We send a photo of Elijah. He outside. It looks like cool, but my cousin them like, oh, must be nice. Like y'all can trick or treat. Ain't no trick or treat in this. Boy, they showed me the snow. I'm like, sheesh. So even when you trying to make some good out of it, like at the crib, oh man, it's snow. We can't go outside. It's the devil's like, goodness gracious. Even when you trying to make some good out of it, the snow is for real, bro. Hey, I'm telling you, you don't want to deal with that snow, bro. That is for real. I was
How
like,
how
man, we
how
can't
how
even.
was your Halloween, bro? How was
We
your
had a
Halloween?
good. We had it was pretty chill. I would say I grew up not celebrating it because I grew up in a religious household. We go to church, and my mom a minister, my grandma worked in the church, so they all that dressing up and doing all that going out trick or treating. I wasn't doing that because once again, the Midwest is different. On Halloween, certain things happen, and my mom was just preparing me like, "Hey, you ain't gonna go outside and do no bad stuff. You got to be looking over your shoulder and everything." That's when like foolishness happens at the crib. But when I got older, you couldn't keep me away from being outside. So maybe when I'm like 14, 15, it becomes we throwing eggs, like real eggs, bro. We go to the everybody had. That's what we did on Halloween at the crib. So as a youth, adolescent, oh, I was OC, man. OC mean out of control. Out of control, bro. So all this is neat to me, bro. Like dressing up and seeing all this, because I didn't do that when I was a kid, bro. I ain't
Mm.
super geeking to do it, but last year, man, my cousin had a house party, and he was like, "Cuz y'all got to dress up. Everybody got to dress up." And I was like, I told my wife, I'm like, I don't know if we gonna go to that. But my wife loves holidays. She loves all this stuff, man. So she like, yeah, we can dress up. It's all okay. So I got into the mode, and it was like I was an old man, and it was like cool. I want to dress up all the time. I ain't dressed up this year, but it was like that wasn't bad, bro. But as
Yeah,
far as this year, our Halloween was pretty chill, man. We went to my mom-in-law house. She gave Elijah some candy. We went around her neighborhood for a brief time. Then we took it back to our neighborhood. Our neighborhood, we had like 400 houses. Like people made converted their garages and things to a haunted house.
that's
So it's
crazy.
it's 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 very neat in this neighborhood when Halloween come, man. They do
That's
it
dope.
real big over here. So it was cool for him to indulge in it. He ain't go crazy with the candy because you ain't gonna eat all that candy. So he got a nice little amount that should be good. We got some good exercise in because it was a lot of walking. And then I was just happy to see him dress up and have fun. And then they did something at the school too. So this year we had a pretty chill time, but it was for my son, which
Yeah.
and he enjoyed it the most. So that's what it's all about, bro. He had a great time, man. What
And
about y'all?
you say he was, what was he? For what he
He
dressed
was
up as?
Raphael. He was a Ninja Turtle. He was
Okay.
Raphael.
Man, I should have told him he should be Mikey. That's the best one to me.
Man, it's hey, you got
Michelangelo.
all of them. Like some people say Leo.
Man,
It just
Leo.
depends on who you ask. He think he tough though, so he
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
be
yeah. He
talking
do.
back. Raphael got an attitude and all that.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
ain't trying
yeah.
to, you know what I'm saying? So he in super character mode.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
never saw a Ninja Turtle with Air Force Ones, man. If you don't beat it, get out of my face, boy. How about y'all, bro?
It's funny you said too, cause like with Halloween, I remember growing up we dressed up some, but I never been big on Halloween just because, especially my grandma, she would be like, man, it's very demonic, right? All those different
Devil's
things,
Day.
the spirits, the devils, the da da. So when like it's cool, but like when I would see people like dress up as the devil and stuff, I'm like, nah, let me stay away. Like it would kind
That's
of trip
too
me out.
extreme, bro. That's too
Yeah, you know,
extreme.
what I mean, I'm like, it's cool dressing up, but you doing a little too much for me. And then as I got older, I liked Halloween because I'll be honest, I looked at like all these females are about to really just be doing the most. Because I always say, I tell my daughters this too. Halloween is a time where females get an excuse to be a hoe. No disrespect,
Yep.
but that's how I
Harlequins
look
and
at it.
stuff like that.
Yeah, they just want to be just doing the most. And so I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So when I was younger, I used to go to Halloween parties. So that's what I did like. But then I learned over time it'd be all the police out, especially in Cali. So I was like, yeah, no, I'm good. So Halloween, I will always chill. But as far as now as a parent, man, like I let the kids dress up. And I be feeling bad times, but we don't really go trick or treating because one, they trick or treat at school, and
Right.
two, I'm like, okay, we go to church or something, you guys eat candy. And then the third thing is they don't really eat candy. I don't really let them eat
Yeah.
candy. So
Yeah.
they have bags of candy, but they never eat it. So it's like, what's the point? You
Pointless.
know what I mean?
Pointless. Yep.
But for them though, they I think they more so get excited for dressing up. Anyways, that's the part that they love more than anything else. So my youngest was it Miles because he loves Spider Man. My daughter was a pirate. My youngest daughter was a pirate. My son was the Mandalorian, and then my oldest was what's she Black Angel, I think, Dark Angel,
that's
something like that.
that's my show
Oh
right there. Mando,
yeah,
bro.
yeah, Mando, yeah, for sure, for sure. So he liked that, man. So it was cool, bro. It was cool, and now, like you said, that shift, like you said, now we shifting for Thanksgiving, and we also shifting, at least over here, we shifting. Man, it just seems like, uh, it seems like, bro, I've been in a season where everything is shifting, right? Because obviously I shared with y'all my injury, trying to recover from that. But then where we stay right now, they about to remodel our spot. So they're going to help us move. So we got to get ready for that. I think at the end of the month to move just for like a couple months or something like that, or a week as they remodel. But so I'm curious how our Thanksgiving is going to be. But I'm excited. The kids is because I make a mean sweet potato pie from my grandma. Shout out to my grandma. She taught me. So
Gave you that recipe.
yeah, yeah. So I was trying to perfect it, and even you know, man, when you take your grandma or your mom's cooking or something, you like it's not hitting like I wanted to, right? So I finally got it to where I'm like, okay, it's hitting like I wanted to. So I'm looking forward to that, man. Thanksgiving and probably Christmas is probably my favorite holidays. So I'm
Yeah, I
hyped
think
about
a lot of people gonna go that way. I know mine. That's my favorite. One reason because my birthday Christmas Eve, but the Thanksgiving part, you get to be with your family. You get to vibe out. It's good times. You got football if you like sports.
it. Yeah,
Uh, it's just bringing that good camaraderie together. I mean, conversations that are needed. I mean, people that have you seeing people that you ain't saw all year. So Thanksgiving always a good time. But like I said with that book, shift is happening. So you leave and we leave in one season. I mean, so Halloween, then the weather is gonna change too. So
yes, sir.
shift happening, man. But okay, I got a question for you. What was the coolest costume you saw
Coolest costume that I had.
that you saw
Oh, that I saw this year.
this year? Yeah,
You know what? No, the dopest one I saw was a transformer. The kid had like the transformer, and literally they would lay down and it would look like a car.
for
Like it
real.
was, yeah, it was dope. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It was so dope. I was like, man, if I dressed up, I would want something like that. Like literally, like you know how the transformers they standing up,
No
whatever,
facts.
and they were like, oh, like it was three of them. One was a truck, one was a car, and the other one was like a sports car. But it was dope, bro. Like they laid it down, looked literally like a car. Like you wouldn't even know someone was in it. It looked dope.
So
It
they
looked dope.
had probably Optimus Prime or something.
Yeah, yeah, that was
Hey,
probably the dopest one to me. Where I was like, damn, it's two costumes in one.
yeah, they've been going crazy. I think that is dope. But the craziest thing, and it took me back to my childhood. I saw it was a grown man though. He dressed up as Blank Man.
Blank. Oh, you know
That was
what? Shout
Reggie.
out to Reggie.
That was
Reggie.
Reggie.
Yeah,
Yeah, Reggie. Hey, Reggie, you had the best costume, man. I ain't gonna
yeah,
disperse
yeah,
your last name, but
yeah.
to me that was a dope
That was
costume,
a
and it
dope
took
one
me
too.
it took me right back to the shorty days, cause Blank Man, like we had a lot of good African American movies. like
We did.
as a shorty. So Blank Man, man, that was so cold. I wish I would have known. I would have dressed up as like David Allen Greer. Remember he was like, you remember that movie?
Yeah, that was one of
Hey,
my favorite
hey,
movies, bro.
you remember Blank Man had a bulletproof his pajamas was bulletproof. So his
Yeah.
brother thought he had the bulletproof too. Remember he say, shoot me in the ass. He shot him. Oh, he just shot me in the ass. Hey,
I
I was
remember
cracking up.
anytime too. Anytime he be around that was it that one chick? Eh, every time he be
He used to
around,
get around her.
he be he be on one like, I can't control
D16.
myself.
Hey,
Yeah,
remember the little machine D16?
yeah.
Hey, hey, that was a classic, man. That was a
Hey,
classic. Cause
if
like,
y'all know what we talking about, definitely check it out. It's gonna make y'all laugh.
oh, what?
It's
Keenan Allen,
Damon
Damon
Wayne,
Wayans, yeah,
Damon Wayne,
Blank Man,
Blank Man. That's the show for sure, for sure.
and what's the
You
name was good too. That remind me of so Blank Man and Meteor Man was kind
Meteor
of
Man.
like, and Meteor Man was from Robert Townsend. Robert Townsend was
Yeah,
doing all the
yeah.
black movies. He did the Five Heartbeats. Like these is classics. If y'all ain't saw these movies, these is
Or
watch them.
Blade. You see
Guarantee you're gonna
Blade?
like. Blade, what? One, two, three. You know they supposed to be making. You know the dude who they got. That's gonna be I like him because
I know who you're talking about too.
Marshall. I forget his last name. His name Marshall though. He he was a hooper, bro. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
He
That's
he
crazy.
played college ball. He played
Really?
college ball, and he alright too.
That's crazy.
I saw some highlights of him. He alright. He just went on. Shift happens. Hey, that's crazy. Shift happens, and he decided, hey, that route wasn't working for him. I want to go to acting school, and look what happened.
Mm,
Now he about to be Blade and Marvel, but he was about to. I just saw he was about to walk away from that role because there was too much going on. But they got a new writer, and he decided to stay. But yeah, Blade. I'm looking forward to the new Blade coming out because Wesley
yeah,
Snipes, man. Wesley Snipes was that man. The
he
first
was.
Marvel movie out for real, for real. If you want to be technical, but
Facts.
nobody know that.
Now I have a question for you too, or a question for you, I should say, as far as like you said, shift happens. So what happens when, like, what do you do when you're not ready to make that shift? Like you said, oh boy, which was smart by him. He was hooping, but he made that shift to, now he doing well. Like the shift, because I think at times, like we kind of afraid to make a shift at times because we not sure if it's gonna pan out. You know what I mean? Like for you, like bro, like you doing your thing. I personally think you could have definitely, did some amazing. You're doing amazing things now with hooping, but could have took it to a whole nother level. But now you shifted from that, and it's actually been beneficial because you made that
Yep,
shift, right?
yep.
So like, how was you able to like embrace that shift? I guess that's what I should ask. How
Yeah,
was you able to embrace that shift, bro? Because it's not always easy. Like for me, right? I had to make a huge shift from Cali to Texas.
yep,
You know what I mean? So, which obviously now, like, and of course, especially when you first make those shifts, y'all, like, no matter what it is, if you're not necessarily like all the way in, you start questioning yourself. Because when I first moved out here, I didn't know nobody, so I'm like, damn, did I make the wrong decision? So, like, for you, how did you, because I think you even shared before with us that y'all been tuned in where you walked away from the game for a little bit and then you came back. You know what I mean? So how was you able to like really make that shift, bro?
man. You saying the shift to move here, or when I was done hooping, like that was
Whatever,
one of
bro. Whatever really
uh,
just sticks out to you, man.
well, all the times, man, it just be like I'm knowing it's a purpose. So
Yeah.
uh seasons change, so I know things change. So I always just stay down, bro. I don't really too much be concerned about what the next person telling me. Like you could
Yeah.
you could be like all day, hey man, you should be doing this, you should be doing this. I know what I should be doing, and then I feel it sometimes. So
Mm,
a lot of times it'd be like people be thinking I'm crazy. It's like, hey, I know I trust in God. So if he didn't told me, if he didn't came to me and said, hey, that building not for you to go into that building. Hey, at the time when I'm not trying to go in that building, people is like, why you not going in that building, man? How you gonna support your family? How you gonna do this? How you gonna do that? But it sounds cliche, bro. I just be believing. I be
Mm,
believing. I stay consistent and I stay prayed up. Everybody got their flaws and their vices and stuff, but man, I stay consistent. I keep my family always first. So it's like, hey, even though I'm doing this stuff for my family, they may not see it right now. So a lot of times I know I'm strong enough to endure certain things. So it'd be like, oh well, now y'all finna make me go harder. Now it's when I moved down, it was like hard because I'm all I know is Chicago. Even though I played basketball, I lived in Flint. I went to a junior college in Flint, and I lived in Corpus. So I've always been able to adjust. But like when
mm,
you making a permanent switch, like no mama, no dad, no sister, nobody to help you do nothing. I just got to deal with my wife family. That was so hard to me, but it was like,
mm,
hey, eventually it's gonna make sense. And it took years, bro, years. I'm talking about 10 years almost. Now it's finally
wow.
starting to make sense. So if I would have been gave up on myself or just listening to what people telling me I should be doing, I probably would be working at Sam's Clubs or something, making sandwiches. You know what I'm saying? So ain't nothing wrong with that. But
Yeah,
I know
but it's not for
I
you.
got a purpose. Yeah, since I've been a kid, bro, I didn't put in so much time into sports that
Mm,
it's like, and somebody was helping me do that. I would be selfish not to be involved with sports to some extent. Now I don't
yeah,
have to be doing that all day every day, but the kids need people like us. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
that's one reason why I don't be tripping. Yeah, I ain't done. I was done playing ball. I was mad too with the basket. Now I'm talking basketball. Pissed off. Hey, why is so and so? I know I bust his. Well, how he get a job over? You know what I'm saying? But then once
yeah.
you start thinking about other people's blessings, you blocking your blessings. So I
Mm,
had to get off that quick. I had to get off that quick because it's a million ways to skin a cat. And what I mean by that is a million ways to make some money legally. You know, you ain't got to always go illegal. So once I start figuring this out, I'm like, man, hey, there's so much going on in the world that I ain't tripping on this basketball, bro. But I really was. You know what I'm saying? I was just
yeah.
hiding it very well. Now I
Mm,
got my own son. Now I'm helping these other kids, and it's like I feel it on the daily, bro. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. I wish I
mm,
would have been did this when I was mad at the game for me not being
yeah,
disciplined. That's all it boiled down to, with the sports and whatever you doing in life. And when you think about it, really, your flaws and your mishaps is really something you've done down the line. But it
yeah.
just, are you man enough or woman enough to accept it and move on? Because your your mishaps can actually be a lesson and a blessing to somebody else if you treat it that way. You know,
Facts.
now I'm like, I didn't stay down, bro. I didn't stay down with this stuff. Now God is opening doors. I'm talking about doors, and I'm gonna continue to walk through them, bro. And I'm gonna continue to keep trying. I'm gonna continue to be prayed up. I'm gonna continue to be humble. Uh, Nobody's better than the next. I want to keep learning. I want to just keep growing, bro. Like we got something at the crib. It's GD. People gonna think automatically I'm on some game banger stuff, but the message they had was growth and development. As long as I can keep growing and developing, bro, I'm gonna be all right. It's like I'm
Facts.
not worried about that, bro, because I got a good circle, bro. I got you as a homie. I got you as a brother. I got, you know what I'm saying? I got other dudes as brothers.
Yeah,
I'm talking about real brothers that's gonna not let me do no dumb stuff. They're gonna hold each other accountable, bro. Hey, that's what helped me get through. Like even my family, bro, they ain't no yes people. They telling me stuff and I'm like, I'm out in Texas, bro, mad as ever. I ain't never going to the crib. But they telling me real stuff. Like you
mm,
gotta have people around that's gonna like that steel sharp and steel, bro.
yeah.
So I was able to uh be prepared for the shit. Like you never gonna be prepared for shift changing. You're not gonna be prepared when stuff start going crazy.
Mm,
Hey, but you can be strong. You know what I'm saying? You can stand on your beliefs. You can stand on what you believe in, stay strong, and keep fighting. And that's all I did, bro. That's all
Mm,
I'm doing right now, this day. I'm just believing. I know I got a purpose. I've been involved with these kids, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna keep going. It's actually kind of fun, bro. When some people be like, man, you can do it. That is easy work. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm being me. I'm giving to kids, bro. When I see these shorties light up when they see me or see the next person, yeah, I ain't gonna stop that, bro. Because where I'm from, I'm always thinking about that. It's like, man, if this was Chicago, bro, they'll really need me. Even
yeah,
though we ain't in Chicago, and majority of the people out here that we dealing with got two-parent homes. I don't care, because I don't know what's going on at their crib. Them two-parent homes may really be one-parent home, but we seeing two people. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? So I'm gonna give them that love anyway, just like I was yearning for that, bro. I ain't had no
Mm.
dude at the crib. I had my uncle. I had my mom. So when I'm in practice, bro, for coach talking, I'm eyes big listening because that's a guy telling me what that I didn't have at the crib, but also was making me be better. So all I'm doing is life. Life has a funny way of coming 360, and that's all it's doing with me, bro.
And
And I
I
just
love the
stayed
fact,
down.
and I love the fact you said too, bro. Is like you have the shift, and you basically are now seeing it now after 10 years, right? So I hope y'all really caught that just because we have a shift and it don't work out for 2 weeks and we just want to go back to it, to what we know, or we scared of it, or whatever it is. You want to leave that job because you've been at that job for X amount of time, but you should have been left to either
Hmm.
for another job or whatever, start that business, whatever you want to do, go back to school, and you afraid to do it. And it gets difficult for 1 week. You like, oh, let me go back to what I know. So many times we do that. Or shoot, we got to make a decision, especially as men, as fathers, right? We got to make a decision for our family. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's going to get rough. Like I said, for me, like I shared with y'all, I moved to a whole nother state. It was rough. And I'm not going to lie. Yeah, there was those thoughts where I second guess myself, like, man, maybe I should go back to Cali.
Go back to the
Go
man.
back
Look,
to the crib. And I said, nah, I refuse, because I refuse to quit. Right. I said I refuse to quit, and God went and called again, especially for both of us being believers. I'm like, God went and called me here to run back. You know what I mean? And now, like you said, I still feel like I'm not seeing everything that God's gonna show me, but I'm slowly seeing those things. Like I said, like you said, with us having that brotherhood meeting, and Doc meeting, Reggie meeting, Adam, all these wonderful people that I'm meeting, all those folks that I'm meeting, and at some point, even if they only there for a season, what I mean, I appreciate them because I learned something. You know what I mean? So um, shift is constantly going to happen. We have no choice. We just got to be ready for it.
yep,
Honestly, and embrace it. Right? We got to embrace it, because if we run from it, then that's when it gets more difficult.
yep.
You know what I mean? So that's dope though, bro, that you said that, just because it's like, dang, I'm thinking about that, like, man, how would I been able to keep going? Would I been able to keep going, if, or can I keep going if God tells me at 40 years old, I'm not 40 yet, but 40 years old, God's like, that's when it'll take off. Am I able to be disciplined enough to be consistent? With whatever it is. It be with the coaching, it could be with the pod, whatever the case is, where God's like, hey, it's going, y'all, especially for me, like you said, your passion has always been sports. Mine has been sports, but mine has always been just helping people. I've always wanted to help and pour into families and really just uplift one another. You know what I mean? And so, like, that's why we came up with this pod too, right? To help others that be dealing with nonsense like us at times. You know what I mean? So it's just dope, bro. Though that you said that, like, I'm like, dang, 10 years, that's crazy. And because I'm coming in, I'm looking at like, man, LaMarr know this person, he got this, he connected here, but I'm not seeing before that. You know what I mean? Where you probably was like, damn, all I have is my wife's family, and that's it. And the fact too that your wife held you down, right? Shout out
Facts.
to your wife as well. Where again, for us fellas out there, we try to make a shift, and we don't have that circle that we need. You know what I mean? Could be our wives, could be our friends, could be our family, whatever. And it's like, dang. So it makes it that much more difficult to make that shift where you don't have that support. You know what I mean? So Yeah, bro. That's dope though. That's dope, man.
Great support system, bro. I think everybody, majority of the people that I'm dealing with, and the people that I see, we got good support systems, bro.
We do. We
So
do.
I mean, I've not been like for 10 years. I would say it may have been longer that I've been just, bro. I didn't work some jobs, bro. Did, and it's like I walk out them joints as soon as I feel it, because and my wife would be like, that's not going to be good. Line. I'm like, man, we'd be getting into it sometimes over this stuff, but it's like now it's finally starting to, because I'm doing what God has called me to do, not
Mm,
what somebody told me to do. So I'm the only one that could deal with it and go through it. Like I said, people was like, man, you crazy as ever, man. You, well, I ain't never been hurting for no, you know what I'm saying? And I
yeah.
always do. So like I'm hustle man for sure, for sure. But it's more ways to hustle. Like I ain't hustling out here selling no stuff. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
selling myself. You know what I'm saying? But I got a product which is now basketball. It's this pod. It's meeting people. I like talking to people and meeting people, bro, because situations change, man. Then it may be an opportunity that is awaiting for you if you just handle yourself right and not be
Mm.
disrespectful to not to certain people but to everybody, bro. If you treat everybody with love and you move with a purpose, it's you will be all right. I think we'll be all right, man.
Oh
But
yeah.
everything
You
I'm
have
doing
to
is like,
create. Oh
huh?
no. Go ahead. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. My fault.
No, say what you say. Go
No,
where you
no,
was at.
I was just gonna say you have to, like what you said. You walked out. You was like, man, this isn't for me. But you have to create your own success,
Yep,
right?
yep,
And
yep.
whatever God has called for you is for you. It don't matter. So many times we get caught up in, and I'm not saying these things are bad to have. They're great to have, but we get caught up in oh, I have this certain degree. Where a lot of times people have certain degrees and they're not even working in that what they got their degree in. You know what I mean? So so
Me.
we get caught up in degrees, we get caught up in titles, we get caught up in social status, right? We get caught up in all these different things where it's like those things don't define you. What defines you is what do you want? I tell my kids all the time, you have choices. For every action is a reaction, no matter what
Yeah,
it is. No matter what it is, right? So it's like what life do you want to create for yourself? Right? And so I tell them this early because and I'm sure for both of us, right, we didn't have certain guidance, so we just making certain decisions without really even thinking at times.
yep.
So I try to have my kids be conscious, like, are you sure this is the choice you want to make? Okay, boom. If it doesn't work out, you know why, right? Always look at the pros and cons. So at the end of the day, if you understand, like you said, bro, you walked out because you knew at the end of the day, this isn't for me. I'm gonna be at this job and I'm gonna be miserable, and I'm gonna be clocking in, clocking out, and maybe for others that works, but for me it doesn't.
And
And
that ain't
now not
me.
only is it gonna affect me, it's gonna affect my
My
household.
family too, bro. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna be pissed off, mad
Yep.
at this. Hey, I'm slanging boxes. Now I'm coming home, taking it out on my wife. I couldn't keep doing that either. Taking it out
Yep.
on my son, bro. So it's
Yep.
like you said, bro. We got to create the path we want. You know. You
Yep.
remember? Okay, it's a church song. I ain't gonna sing it, but it's what God has for me. It
Oh
is for me. I
yes.
know without a doubt that He will bring me out. What
Yes.
God has for me, it is for me. So
Yeah.
that's one reason I don't be caring what they. Oh, boy, I be so locked in with this crib, bro. But it be like, oh, I got compassion and stuff for everything. But it's like, what God got for me, I can't be worried about what He giving my homie. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said when it was with the basketball, it'd be like, bro, I know I bust. He know I bust it. How is he oversee? But I didn't. When I was in college, I was ineligible. My grades
Yeah.
wasn't on point. I didn't have the discipline. It didn't matter if I went to A&M Corpus. It didn't matter if this guy went D3. He had the discipline at D3. So
Yeah.
discipline got him game film from the games that he was able to play. Being undisciplined, I don't got no game film. And there's people right now, you could dunk and do all, man, you should have saw me back then, 10, 13 years ago, bro. Mugs ain't got no chance, bro. People that know, Ray, they really know, but it's all good. I don't dwell on the ball, bro. It is what it is. I made a peace. I got my wife. I got my son out of that situation. And I said it back then. If I would be doing it back over, I probably would try to do it the same way. But I would try to focus on my grades. But I wouldn't have. Bro, I could have been in the Final Four 2 years in a row. I'm
That's
sitting there
crazy.
ineligible crying. And one of the teams went to the championship, lost on the buzzer beater, Butler. So look at this situation. Man, I would be like, if I was a weak minded person, bro, Gordon Hayward still in the NBA. Brad Stevens coached the Celtics. Now he's the GM of the Celtics. He recruited me and my two homies. He was in my JUCO every week, bro. Dead serious. Hey,
Right.
Hinkle Fieldhouse was Mott Fieldhouse. Hey, from '08 to 10, Hinkle Fieldhouse, that's where Butler plays for people that don't know basketball. Hey, Hinkle Fieldhouse is a legendary gym. Man, we practice anytime we go through Indiana, we practice in that Hinkle because of me, Jeremy Simmons, and Thomas Kennedy. My two homies, they went on to where they went on. One of them, both of them went overseas, and the one that was like my best friend, I would say he ain't tripping. He went to Ohio State from JUCO. He went overseas. Hey, when he was overseas, guess what happened to him? Shift happens. The lady who raised him, which is his grandma, passed. He dipped.
Mm,
And I was like, in America. I'm like, bro, why you, man, my grandma I ain't going to be able to play. He wasn't trying to hit nothing because
yeah.
God had something for him, not for
Mm,
Lamar Drake. But I could not fathom this. Bro, this man was the freshman of the year, JUCO, player of the year, second year. Go
sheesh.
to Ohio State, he's sitting behind some Rudy Poos. And we from the same place as Evan Turner. So that's his homie. He got those, you know what I'm saying, sit
Yeah.
behind people that we know. And then it's somebody who went to Ohio State from Flint as well. I ain't gonna disperse his name, but it's like, come on, bro, y'all playing him over him. But it's like, hey, shift happened, man. He ain't cry about this. He raising the king, which is my godson. Bro, it's like shift happened, bro, and we just gotta be able to do something else.
Yeah.
Just like you right now, bro. Man, you ain't try to mess your ankle up, bro. I don't even like talking about it because a lot of people don't know, but man, you ain't try to do that. Now you
Yeah.
got to change how you been moving for 2, 3, 4 months. Shift happened, but is you crying about this, man? Hey,
Yeah.
I ain't seeing you have a sign of weak mental yet since that
Yeah.
happened. So you handling it how you handling it. I don't even be talking about it because I know uh some things is like, dang, why me? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I know
Yeah.
you probably had them thoughts like,
Oh
man,
yeah.
why you know what I'm saying? The time you hoop, you see me jumping all around all the time. It's like, I twist my ankle and get right back to hooping. That's why I'm like, I'm blessed, bro, because certain stuff, I'm looking at you, I'm like, dang, my boy don't, you know what I'm saying? When he go hoop, it's like I'm doing this all day, every day. Man, I could have been broke my ankle 50. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, you enduring how you enduring too. You ain't cried
Yeah.
about this stuff.
Yeah.
Shift happened, change happens, bro. We just gotta stay strong and be prepared. We gotta be prepared. Proper preparation prevent poor performance, bro. So if we
Facts.
ain't mentally right, when shift happen, it's shit happens now, and we
Yeah.
out of there. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I ain't tripping on no shift happening, bro. It's because think about it. What is a shift? Hey, it's a change. Hey, we can be working the job, and I'm working the first shift. You got to come in second shift. All it is a change real fast.
Yep.
Hey, how I move something along this first shift, you probably don't like it. You ain't gonna cry on it, but to make the overall thing run smoothly, you gonna add your nicks and crannies in the second shift, and it's gonna be
Yeah.
a fine running show. That's all it is. Shift changing, make adjustments. That's all. It's like a coach. Hey, you could be playing in the game, and you in your mind, you just got it straight to the point. Hey, I'm running this all game, but that ain't been working for 3 quarters. Now it's the fourth quarter. It's like, hey, do I want to win this game? If I want to win this game, I gotta adjust because shift happens.
Facts.
They done
Facts.
been on this play that I've been telling my team for 2 weeks. This same play gonna work. This play ain't worked one time. Now, is I'm gonna be the person to adjust, or I'm gonna be stubborn and be crying on the sideline. Man, my play gonna keep working. No, it ain't working. I gotta change it up. That's all that is, bro. Different things happen. We gotta be prepared to change it up and keep going, bro, and
No,
keep going.
that's true, man. And I want to say too as well. I know we'll get ready to close it out in a minute. But what you said very key, bro. Where you said even with the coaching, it's crazy when we shift and when we're doing what we're supposed to do or called to do. It's crazy how certain people start gravitate gravitate towards us, right? So, for example, the people you've been meeting is because of you're doing what you're supposed to do, right? But if you was before moving boxes, no disrespect to those that's doing that, but when you was moving your boxes and stuff, you wouldn't be coming in contact with the people that you are in contact with, right? Same thing for me. If I didn't because I don't even remember how I approached Doc, talked to him, stuff like that, connected with him. But if I didn't get out of my comfort zone, right? Because I didn't know nobody, God, that shit, me, you would never connected. We would never had this pot.
Right.
So it's just crazy how when you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, how God will make sure, hey, you're surrounded by the right people. That's why I say, hey, help create your own success, whatever that
Yep.
looks like for you, right? That's getting that raise, that's starting that business, that's going back to school. That's true. That could be, hey, you know what? You doing what you're supposed to do. You may be a single father, but you taking care of your business and you find a woman out there that's for you, that's going to be okay
Yep.
with you being a single father.
Yep.
Because you was just focused on, I'm focused on this. You know what I mean? This is a shift for me. I'm focused on this. And all of a sudden, a blessing comes that you didn't even expect. You know what I mean? I've seen that happen so many times, and so that's why I know for both of us, man, and I'm praying for y'all that listen as well, man, that you keep being surrounded by positive people,
Yep.
and it's gonna be shifts that come, even when at times it's rough, they end up becoming beneficial for y'all, man. You know what I mean?
That's real.
I think that would be something that something beneficial just for those that, because we're always dealing with shifts, obviously, like you said with the seasons, but I just want to encourage y'all, man, that's going through that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, um, but yeah, man, like always, man, don't forget to share, y'all. Don't forget to like, to
Yeah. All
subscribe.
facts.
Um, man, I can't wait till I am fully healed because we do have some stuff we want to do with y'all, man. But like always, remember you don't have to be perfect, but you always have to be present. We'll see y'all.
Love.